Hi, everyone. It's Mandy. Before we go into it, patrons, you are everything. Thank you so much for being supporters of the show, supporters of the Restorative Grief platform everywhere it's found. Because I've been doing this for a while now, but I tell you, running with others makes it so much more enjoyable. So if you're interested in all the premium content, exclusive interviews coming up, or even just supporting the methods and the work because you know it makes an impact in your life and in others, then we would love to have you join us. Check out the show notes for links, and that's it. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Restorative Grief with Mandy K. Part. You are listening to episode 90, titled, What Do You Really Want? This week, I just have a simple question for you. But before you think you already know what I mean, pause. The beauty of this conversation is hidden by its simplicity. The question is not simply, what do you want? It's, what do you really want? And how do you know? So what kind of a question is, what do you really want? It sounds a little flippant and maybe dismissive. Because when we are grieving, people ask what we need all the time, and we do our best to offer an answer that we can bear. It's either some version of a quick and practical response of accepting a dinner or maybe help around the house. Or maybe we offer a sarcastic response meant to drive people back because we're hurting and have no idea how to answer. Because often we just don't know what we need. So rather than assign you a task of setting down with a pen and a pad of paper to determine what things you might need to heal, I want you to reflect on what it is you really want. We all want to feel differently, of course, and have our grief removed from us, or to express ourselves honestly, or to be seen and known. That's not quite the question I'm offering. What do you want that could truly be attained in this life and move the needle forward for you? What could you gain or create or experience that would alter your grief in a way that lets you see yourself differently and have a new outlook on your life moving forward? When we face our grief, we are facing a restructuring internally. Our entire lives upended. This is where we must decide if we will hide from the chaos long term or if we will strategize with intention. But as I've said before, to know where you're headed means you have to know more about where you must begin. So we are beginning today. This is an intentionally shorter episode so that you can make time to connect with yourself. So what do you really want? If you're not sure where to start or something doesn't easily come to mind, use the restorative grief framework to guide you. Start by considering your mind and your thoughts. Consider your emotions and your heart. Consider your body and your feelings. Consider your spirit and your connections. What area of your whole self has the greatest need right now? Which part is crying out for attention and restructuring? And what, knowing what you know now about yourself, about grief, and about how you move through the world, do you want for that part of you that deserves your attention and love? Thank you for listening to episode 90 of Restorative Grief. I know this was brief, but I'm so grateful you're here every week and again now, and I hope you will take the time this shorter episode offers to reflect on what restructuring could mean for you. As always, thank you to my patrons for supporting this work and to each of you listening for continuing to show up for yourself as you navigate grief work. Be sure to subscribe to the show on Spotify or wherever you listen and leave a shiny 5-star review because you know they're my favorites. For the rest of the summer, we are going to revisit some older topics of discussion alongside some incredible new interviews. So if you find you're facing an episode that you've already heard, listen again and see if you can glean something new. You're not the same person you were the first time you listened, so give your restructuring self the chance to integrate deeper. And one last thing, as always, please remember, the only solution for grief is to do the work of grieving. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next week.